freaking monitors about what I'm about to run. Assassin, stop giving me this lip.
Goodbye football game this weekend. Again. I feel like Dr. Schaubel personally owes me a refund on my season tickets.
I think we all agree the amount of work that Dr. Schaubel is assigning is intolerable and that he needs to give us a break. I've got a plan that will save our semester, but I'm going to need some help. Check this out.
What is it?
It's a device that will allow us to enter Dr. Schaubel's dreams. Once inside his subconscious, we can plant an idea, a small idea, a misconception that he's giving out way too much homework.
Where did you find this?
The internet.
So how do we make this happen?
Well, this week's department seminar is about Bayesian inference and study design. No one will ever be able to stay awake for that. Let's create a flyer for a fictional talk at the same time, promising free food, and send it to all the faculty except Dr. Schaubel.
Great idea. I think the font size on the free food needs to be larger. You know, eyesight isn't exactly a strength in this department.
So today I'll be speaking on model selection, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to demonstrate that our method had almost 10% more power.
He's out. Okay, let's hook him up. Remember, we need to make the dream world as much like the real world as possible, or we'll begin to reject the idea, which gets very messy according to Wikipedia. All we need to do is to suggest the idea that he give us a break from this endless stream of assignments.
Hello, Gonzalo.
Hello.
So what's on today's agenda, Regio?
Well, we need to discuss the new travel policy, but before that, I think we must address on today's issue like homework. Well, I've never cared for it, and I was under the impression that we all saw eye to eye on this issue, but if I hadn't found this in the printing room, I've never believed that this really existed. I mean, 5 problems. How are students supposed to learn if they need to spend all the time completing the homework?
You all know I've been doing a study on this issue, and I can confidently say that even a minor amount of homework can be extremely detrimental to the students involved.
But I thought homework was the only way to reinforce new ideas.
Well, it's not the homework that's important. It's the learning that counts.
Well, the happy fact is that we've identified 8 genetic loci associated with the tendency to assign homework.
Because homework is a part of the way that we learned, I'm hesitant to stop it in my own class. But since I've already stopped it, comprehension of the material and test scores have gone through the roof.
You all seem to be making good points. I don't really have any opinion on the matter.
Wait a minute. Susan doesn't have an opinion. Something weird is going on here. Are Mike's feet on the floor? And why aren't those 2 on their iPhones? And was Gonzalo here on time? Oh my god, what's going on here?
Something is wrong. Schaubel's rejecting the idea. We might have to take this a level deeper. A dream within a dream. Is that a good idea?
Is handing in your homework without solutions to problems 11 through 18 a good idea? We've got no choice.
I heard what you were discussing in the halls, and I wanted to add my 2 cents. In this world, I'm convinced of 2 things. 1, the biostatistics students are the most intelligent, hardworking students on campus, and 2, they are being assigned far too much homework.
Quick, we've got to get to a deeper level of the subconscious before this place crashes down on us. Bayesian inference, Bayesian inference, Bayesian inference.
Oh, R.A. Fisher.
Righto then. Nothing like a perfectly good smoke, I always say. You know what ruins a perfectly good smoke? Homework, that's what. Disrupts the mental process. It's like having a tea tasting party without any milk. Speaking of which, you wouldn't happen to have a nice cuppa, would you?
No fish out, sorry.
Can't be helped, I suppose.
Look who I found wandering the halls.
David Cox.
George Box, nice to meet you.
A pleasure.
They've just shown me the most wonderful graph. It demonstrates the importance of having a good, solid name and acceptance of your statistical theorem in statistical texts. If I change my name to Locks, and we be Box, Cox, and Locks theorem, and the research shows that there's 100% penetrance in the acceptance of our theorem, even if it's complete rubbish.
That's great.
Bloody brilliant, right? We're just heading down to the pub now to discuss. Care to join?
I would love to, but there's something I have to take care of first.
Well, if you ever come up with a good theorem, consider changing your name to Blocks. Give us a call.
Will do.
Man, it's getting hot in here.
In Soviet Russia, homework does you!
I'm sure it does.
I think it's working. Let's hit him with the Kramer Rao bound on homework and call it a day.
Sounds good.
That concludes this week's lecture, as it were. Now, before you go, I want to hand out this week's treats!
Hey.
And away you go.